about this, we are welcoming in Julia Elbaba, former pro and sports reporter. Julia, thank you so much for taking the time to join us. Okay, let's start with the match today. What do you think we can expect? What is the atmosphere going to be like?
Thank you for having me, Tabitha. If it's anything like Monday, it's going to be absolutely electric. I mean, fans were camping out outside of Arthur Ashe all day long, repping Serena Williams gear, just so excited to get in there and cheer her on. And I do think she has a chance to win tonight, to be honest with you, even though she's facing the number 2 player in the world. She's not quite a number 2 player in the world right now. She's dealing with long COVID. She contracted COVID in April, and she just hasn't been the same since. So I honestly think Serena, if she has that serve that she brought on Monday night, 9 aces, winning 76% of her first serve points, returning beastly, and then also just approaching the net so well with her swinging volleys and volleys, I do think this little New York run could seriously continue.
That's epic. I'm excited to see what happens with that. And it is interesting, you know, facing world number 2 when you're technically ranked, even though it's Serena Williams, what is it, 410th? There's a lot that kind of goes into that moment, but I think everyone there is on pins and needles hoping to watch her to continue advance kind of in this farewell tour that she's doing, right?
Exactly. Her opponent, Annette Kontaveit, even said after her first round win, I actually have no pressure to play Serena Williams. This is the number 2 player in the world. This is the only time you'll ever hear the number 2 player say, I have no pressure. And that's because Serena Williams is part of the equation. So I think that is such an amazing part of history and just what we're going to be seeing tonight.
What do you think the emotions are like for Serena right now, kind of in this moment? And what do you also think it's like for fans?
I think her nerves and her excitement and everything is just all over the place at this point. I mean, on Monday night, Arthur Ashe was just so hype. Fans were cheering in the middle of points, which is totally not legal, but Serena Williams made it legal, of course. And she just walked out so beautifully in her Swarovski outfit that you could see right there, her customized shoes. She had diamonds in her hair. I mean, she was the queen of queens.
She really was. And it was amazing to just watch her do what she does best out there on the court. I mean, you're a pro, Julia, so can you kind of give us a little bit of perspective on just how incredible Serena's career has been so far? I know she's going to do so much more in the future, and that's all kind of TBD. We're all waiting on pens and needles. But where she's at right now, it's just indescribable.
She has been such a trailblazer for women and women of color in a very white-dominated sport. She's opened doors for others like Coco Gauff, Naomi Osaka, Sloane Stephens. But one of my favorite things is she's normalized having a strong physique. You know, in the past, it was about, you know, being kind of tiny and cute, and she just normalized having, you know, she made all body images accepted. Right. She's also fierce out there, throwing up some fist pumps, celebrating success. And also, you know, she grew up in Compton, California on some, you know, broken public tennis courts. Yeah. And she just really inspired those in low-income areas to play tennis. You know, tennis is arguably one of the most expensive sports. So she's really opened doors for everyone around the world.
You know, this is something I didn't know until I'd say about 2 years ago. I didn't realize that tennis was a sport that was invented for the wealthy, and that's why the scoring system is so complicated to understand for so many people, myself included. I'm still learning about different parts of the scoring system. So it is fascinating to see what she's been able to do. And she says she's evolving. So what do you think is kind of the next part of her evolving? What can we expect?
I think number one, she just wants to expand her family. You know, she's always talked about her daughter Olympia wanting to be an older sister, but not to a brother. She said she does not want a brother, but I guess they'll have to cross that bridge if and when they get there. Serena is a businesswoman, and I just love that she can do so many things besides play tennis. And she's just, you know, she's a businesswoman. And so, I mean, she's just has it all covered. And I think, you know, that just motivates everyone to just, they can be whatever they want to be.
Right. She's going to continue to inspire us all, even off the court. Well, Julia Elbaba, thank you so much for coming on. This was a great conversation.
Thank you. And one last thing I want to say is having her dominate in New York this year would be such a wonderful full circle moment. You know, the first Grand Slam she won was at the US Open in 1999. So, you know, anything we can get, a few more rounds, maybe that would be awesome. But such a wonderful full circle moment for her legendary career.
Right. I don't know. I always am like, okay, I'm sending the good vibes. I don't know if they work, but I'm sending them anyway. And I think, you know, the whole world
send them
too,
together
as they watch. Just send those vibes. Julia, thank you.
Thank you.